What's going on? What's going on? I'm back. I think I'm doing all of these videos more so just trying to catch up with myself on what I felt like I should have been did 3 years ago. I should have already, been making videos. You guys were supposed to saw my whole process. You guys were supposed to saw my trials, my tribulations. You guys were supposed to see my good weeks, my bad weeks. Because I started Rhinestone in August 2015. That's when I actually purchased the equipment and all of that. But before that, what got me into rhinestone shirts was, of course, the studded jeans. Can't wear studded jeans without a studded shirt. So a lot of the companies out there, Robin Jeans has studded jeans, but not too many studded shirts to match the jeans. So I was like, why would I go out there and buy the jeans? And the only thing I had to wear with the jeans was a Pelly Pale jacket, you know what I'm saying? With the stones and stuff. So that was a lot of color coordinating for some high-end fashion that I was like, man. Then I stumbled upon a brand called Royalty, Rawayalty. I stumbled across a brand called Royalty. I was in the mall shopping. What's the name of the store in the mall? Well, actually, I first saw it in Windows downtown on 6th Street. Is that 6th Street? Yeah, that is 6th Street. Yeah, I saw it downtown at Windows 6th Street, and I was like, man, them shirts are fly. They were rhinestone tees, that basically when they first came out, they said royalty, you know what I mean, and rhinestones. And then after that, they started doing crosses. Then they started doing skulls, you name it. Like as the brand started to become more and more popular, you started to see more and more rhinestone designs. So back in 2015, I had recently just lost my job, and I had already had a trip scheduled to go to Florida. So I'm down in Florida, and I'm like, down in Florida, whenever you go out of town, you like to go shopping, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in Florida. I pull out my cell phone, because I'm like, I wonder if they got any Royalty shirts in Florida, you know what I mean? And lo and behold, when I did my search, Royalty were located in Miami, Florida. And I just so happened to be in Miami at the time. So I was like, thinking that they had a store. I pulled it up on my GPS and I followed the GPS to the location. When I got there, I was shocked because it wasn't a store at all. It was a warehouse. It was a small warehouse, no bigger than my living room. You know what I'm saying? And I looked at the GPS again. I say, wow, this is Royalty. Like, you know what I mean? And when I went up to the door, it actually said Royalty on the door. So I was like, but it wasn't a retail store. That had to been like their office location or, their manufacturing where they created the shirts at. You know what I mean? The place wasn't open to the public at all. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely, my mind started twisting. My mind started turning like, man, Royalty, they kind of big in Cincinnati. You know what I mean? They got all type of shirts. You know what I mean? If they all the way in Cincinnati from Florida, then and if they're working out of this little warehouse right here, then I can do it too. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time I'm after that, my researching began. Where to buy the stones at? You know what I mean? How to become a shirt company? You know what I mean? Had to purchase the rhinestones, like how to even design the rhinestones. You know what I mean? I knew nothing. All I knew was that I had an excellent dream that I wanted to make rhinestone shirts, and I wanted to do it on a big scale, not just little rhinestone designs. I wanted full-fledged over the shirt, total front, back, sleeves. I wanted to do it all, you know what I'm saying? So when I got back home, I started researching how to make rhinestone apparel. And man, oh man, the possibilities. When I say the possibilities, sure enough, you could just go to the to Walmart. You know what I mean? You can make a rhinestone shirt from Walmart. You know what I mean? If you crafty enough, go to Walmart. You know what I mean? Buy a regular shirt. Go to their craft aisle. You can buy this glue right here, this E6000. You can buy this glue, and then you can just go buy flatback stones. You can get these stones at like Hobby Lobby. I'm sure they got them at Walmart too. You know, get a bag of stones from Walmart. You know, grab you some glue. You know, grab you a pencil. You know what I mean? You can draw your design on the shirt. You know what I mean? And then you can place the glue on top of the design, and then place the stones on top of the glue to create your design. You know what I mean? One of my first rhinestone shirts I did using this method right here. Because why? Man, because the shit is expensive. Like, you know what I mean? I had just lost my job. I didn't have money. Like, you know what I mean? Well, I did have money. I had a couple dollars saved up. Like, you know what I mean? But I didn't have money. Like, man, when I started looking at the prices of what it took to get started making rhinestone apparel, trust and believe, it blew my mind away. And it sort of, I was reluctant. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got to spend all that money, man. Like, I ain't even got all that money. So what I did was I started my research. I came across companies, you know, get your pen out, get your paper out. You know what I mean? Because if you want to make rhinestone shirts, the possibilities are endless. There's various different ways of doing it. I just chose my way, and I'll tell you why in a second. But I came across all of these companies selling all of these products, you know, and they all pretty much said that you can make rhinestone apparel with this product. So the first thing that I stumbled across was a company called Sierra Hotfix Era rhinestone software. You know what I mean? Man, but that software costs $599 just for the software. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did have $599 at the time. You know, I had probably close to $1,400 in my bank accounts and my savings. So, you know, I was like, is it worth it? I didn't know. So I came across a software called GraphTech Studio Design Software. Now that was $69.99 when I came across that, and I was like, why does that cost $69.99 and the other one costs $599? So I was like, oh yeah, that must be shitty. I don't want that one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why this one costs that much and then this one costs that cheap. That one got to be some bullshit. So I ain't fuck with that one at all. Another one was the Win PC Sign software. That was $299. Like, but whenever I looked into it, it just didn't seem like it was informational enough. Like, it didn't seem like it was enough support, enough tutorials. Like, you know what I mean? I just didn't know. Like, you know what I mean? I did not want to spend all of this money and then be deterred based on the amount of assistance that I would get from said company for said software. You know, I came across stuff. Another one called, now you can actually buy this. It was a machine called the Cam's Rhinestone machine, sold by a company called Codesi or Codesi, like, you know what I mean? And the machine alone was starting at $6,000, you know what I mean? And that was just a machine, you know what I mean? Didn't say if it came with software, how to use the software. Man, I was lost. And then I came across this guy. His name is Matt Basalo. Came across it on YouTube. I came across him on YouTube, and he owns a company called the Rhinestone World. Now, what got me intrigued about purchasing the Rhinestone World was simply because it was video after video. You know, he had tutorials online. You know, it was everything that I pretty much needed to assure me that if I spent this money on this software, that in turn I could too begin making Rhinestone apparel. So what I did was I took my money, you know, the Rhinestone software at that time costed $499. And I bought that software for $499. But I needed that software is not a standalone software. It's actually a plugin that works with CorelDRAW. So you needed CorelDRAW as well. And at the time, CorelDRAW was $699. Might have been $799. But when I just recently looked it up, they say it's about $635. I remember it being more than that though. So what I did was I got the free 30-day trial for CorelDRAW, you know, and I jumped ahead. I got 30-day trials on both of them because at the Rhinestone World, you get a 30-day trial on that as well. So basically, when I stumbled across the Rhinestone World and I was definitely sure that I wanted to purchase, I got that 30-day trial, and then I got CorelDRAW 30-day trial. You know, after 30 days, I was hooked. You know what I'm saying? I was like, now, mind you, I hadn't even bought a cutter. You know, I hadn't even bought a heat press. You know, I was just playing around with the software, you know, because I was that intrigued. So 30-day trial, 30-day trial on the TRW and the CorelDRAW. So after 30 days, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I'm about to pay this money. I'm about to order it. You know what I mean? Let's just say I found at that time, I was trying to save some money. You know what I mean? I had just lost my job. Wasn't trying to spend all of my savings to get started on this business. You know, I had already spent $199 for this company called InkFile, so they can start my LLC or do all the paperwork, because I just didn't know. Like, you know what I mean? In my research or whatever, I just went with what I thought was a for sure thing, not knowing that I could have saved myself $150 and just went to the where do you go? I forget where you go. See? Basically, you could have went to the Ohio, I guess the city council or whatever, and actually went and got your LLC. But I went through a company called InkFile and got my LLC through them. So I was on and running, you know what I mean? I've already spent $199 for the LLC, and I spent $499 for the Rhinestone Wizard. I thought I was running, you know what I mean? But I had to spend another $699 on CorelDRAW. And at that time, I was like, man, I can't even use the Rhinestone Wizard without CorelDRAW, you know? So I admit, you know, I hacked it. You know, I found a hacked version online. You know, I had the product key. I installed it. You know what I mean? I linked up my Rhinestone Wizard software with it, you know. Now I'm running. Like, you know what I mean? I can do the designs. But what good is doing the designs without the equipment? So based on Matt Vassallo's advice, you don't want to go the cheap route and buy a cheap cutter or a cheap heat press. So I bought a package deal off of eBay. It cost me close to $1,600. I bought the GCC Expert 24 2. And then I bought a 16 by 20 Caesar heat press, the red Caesar heat press, you know. And it came as a package, so it definitely it came with vinyl, you know. Of course, this is just a roll of pink, but it came with probably 5 yards of yellow, 5 yards of red, 5 yards of black, 5 yards of blue. You know what I mean? It came with little stuff like this. It came with a cutter. You know what I mean? What else came in that kit? I think that was pretty much it. You know, the cutter, the heat press, and the vinyl to pretty much get started. I was geeking. Started doing my first couple of shirts. That was right around the time the movie Straight Outta Compton came out. So a lot of my shirts, my first shirts that I made they said Straight Outta Compton. Or no, they didn't say Straight Outta Compton. They said Straight Outta Seven Hills. Or maybe Straight Outta Cincinnati. Or maybe Straight Outta Westwood. Like, you know what I mean? Straight Outta down the way, you know? I was doing those type of shirts, getting my skills up, but they were not Rhinestone shirts, people. It took me, maybe 4 or 5 months, like, to actually perfect the craft, you know, because you got to first design it to where it's appealing to the eye. Then next you have to cut it out, you know what I'm saying? And then you have to weed it. Then you have to apply it to a backer board. Then you have to brush your stones in. Then you got to pick the stones up with transfer tape. And then you have to align that onto a shirt. So my first 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. My first 20 attempts, they were horrible. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't cutting out the circles right. You know what I mean? Either they were too small, like, or they had this little lip on them to where the stone wouldn't sit down in them perfectly. Like, you know what I mean? Some designs, they didn't cut it all. It's like the blade just on top of the felt. Like, you know what I mean? So I was definitely discouraged. You know what I mean? It was days I cried knowing how much money that I had spent to try to make it all work. All the videos that I watched on Matt Vassallo showing you how to do this stuff, I was like, whew, man, this shit ain't easy. Like, you know what I mean? Now, mind you, I had hacked Corel Draw. So, you know what I mean? So I was using Corel Draw for about 4, maybe 5 months when I got an email. The email was from Corel Draw. And it basically stated, yeah, we know you have a non-official, you know, you got a hacked copy of Corel Draw, you know, and either remove the software from your PC, like, you know what I mean? But not only remove the software from your PC, but unless you purchase this software in 30 days, you know, they were going to, I guess, press charges, you know, or sue me for copyright, you know what I'm saying? Like, or for stealing the software. I found the software on a torrent site, you know what I'm saying? And of course, they told you how to crack it, told you how to install it and everything. And that's how I got it, you know what I mean? It wasn't like I actually hacked it myself, but I knew what I did was not right or illegal. So Corel Draw was after me. You know what I mean? They basically said, you either gonna purchase this software, you know what I mean, or we gonna prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. So I came out my pocket. I think they gave me a discount too. I paid like $499 for it, and it was like $699 at the time. So now I've invested another $500 into this business. So my mind was like, you gotta make it work, bro. You gotta make it work, bro. So day after day, you know, I would wake up, you know, I would watch videos, you know, I would follow along with the videos, you know, until I felt comfortable enough to even advertise that You can get your Rhinestone shirt custom made. Get your Rhinestone shirt custom made. I do custom Rhinestone tees. And my very first couple Rhinestone tees, all it said on the front was excellent dreams. That's all it said was excellent dreams and a little fancy little font, you know what I mean? And I didn't sell not one of those shirts. Kind of funny. Didn't sell not one of those shirts, but as time went on and I started perfecting my craft, I started getting orders from people who wanted their own custom Rhinestone apparel. As you can see, on my channel, I've shown plenty of shirts that I've made, that I've created over time, you know. But what made me choose the Rhinestone world was the tutorials, you know, the support, you know, the software itself is just magical, you know what I mean? Corel Draw is just magical, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm pumped up because now I can wake up, I can open my computer, I can design anything you can probably think of, you know what I'm saying, with rhinestones, and produce it and place it onto a shirt. As you can see, for some reason, I like the color on color. Let me show y'all. I gotta stand up for y'all to see. I had to swing my leg around because my knee messed up right now. So swing it around. But check this out. Check me out. As you can see, when I turn, then you can read it. It says vintage classic. You know what I'm saying? With the XD in the center. Now I could have made it with all clear stones, but trust me, in a different type of light, you can read it, you can see it, you know, and I love it. So that's just a brief introduction on how I got started making Rhinestone shirts, where the thought process came from, the research that I did. You know, I went all the way to Florida, not even thinking I was going to go to Florida and come back and start a business. But I did, you know what I'm saying? And 3 years later, I wouldn't change anything. You know, I would accept my YouTube. You know, I feel like I should have showed y'all my trials and tribulations, showed y'all my $1,000 weeks. You know what I mean? If you guys want to see my $1,000 weeks, I can definitely pull up my PayPal. You know what I'm saying? I can definitely pull up my PayPal and go through and show you, like, you know what I mean, what I've received in PayPal, not even accounting for the cash payments that I've received. You know what I mean? I've had, what was my best week, baby? What would you say my best week was? Was it over 1,000?
Yeah.
You know, and that was 3-4 orders of Rhinestone tees. You know what I mean? There was definitely a company called what was that company called? Made by Black America. You know, I definitely produced a lot of shirts for Made by Black America. You know what I mean? I produced a lot of shirts for, what was another one? What was another big order we had?
Contact Center.
The Contact Center. You know, it's a contact center here in Cincinnati, Ohio. You know, where they located at? Walnut Hills?
No, they're located downtown on Elm Street now. They used to be on what's that? Race? No, Vine. They used to be on Vine.
They're located on Elm Street now. They used to be on Vine. I think I did about 40 shirts for the Contact Center. I did probably 200 shirts for Made by Black America, MBBA. You know, shout out, you know, to Made by Black America. I've had customers, YouTube customers that have hit me up that have saw my videos. You know, one guy, I would say he's my #1 customer. His name is Hollywood. Shout out to Hollywood. You know, he stayed, I believe it's St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He stays in St. Louis, and he's definitely been a supporter. I've had tons of people from Cincinnati, Ohio, hit me up, get their custom made Rhinestone apparel. So 2019, folks, is here. I plan on doing bigger and better things than ever before, and I just want to record and show y'all my trials and tribulations on my journey to success, or my journey to making my excellent dream work for me. Until the next video, I know I've done 3, 4, 5 videos today, but like I said, I'm trying to play catch up. And so the best way to do that is actually to just cut on the camera, breathe, go live, you know what I mean? And tell my story, like I'm saying, tell what I've been through, you know what I'm saying? So if you like to hear more about what I've been through, if you like to see a video of an actual shirt order, my next shirt order that I get, I'll definitely record the process from start to finish on how I make money with my Rhinestone business, you know? Until we meet again, I'm out.